not to headbang. To headbang. Rock it.
Guten Tag. Well, let's just lower the seat. There we go. Evening, chapesses. Oh, do you know what? I'll tell you one thing. I have had one of, maybe not the most stressful, but what has felt like a very, very, very stressful day today. It's felt rough. It felt really, 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 really rough. And I'm not going to lie, the thought of having a chilled stream, just doing some flying and just enjoying some scenery has legit what is keeping me in a good mood. I am so pleased I have got this scheduled for tonight. It could not come at a better time. Mr. Hanson, Flecky, Snacks, everybody else in here, welcome. Good evening. Tell me about your day. It sounds like you've had a bit of a rough one as well, Snacks lad. That doesn't sound too fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm already starting to yawn. It's just been full on. So much to do. I had so much to do at work. I've got so much to do tomorrow. So many meetings. It's just trying to find the time to do it all in. It is it's a busy one at the minute, and it's meant to be quieting down. That is not happening anytime soon. But look, what a week we have lined up. We obviously got some flight sim tonight. Tomorrow we've got round 4 in the DSL Racing League. We are off to Saudi Arabia at Jeddah, which is a brilliant circuit. I've done a few laps, feeling good. The only problem is didn't quite know what preset it was that they were going to choose there. So yeah, we need to rely on a bit of practice tomorrow. Maybe try and get home early and crack on. We'll wait and see. Just feeling. Yeah, do you know what? I feel you on that, Snacks, mate. I absolutely feel you on that. You just sort of reach that point. It's just all that energy kind of gets sapped from you, and just mentally, physically, everything feels a little bit tougher. Is it preset 3 for Wednesday? That's good. That's what I've been practicing on. So that should make things a bit easier. So yeah, we've got that on Wednesday. Thursday is when we're going to be hosting some open lobbies. I think that might become a little bit more of a permanent fixture on Thursdays. I think that's a nice night where most people are free and can kind of get on, and we can have some fun in some open lobbies. So we're going to do that. Friday we're off. Man's going to be watching a load of Always Sunny in Philadelphia and attending the fair outside, and then a nice all-day Battlefield sesh on the Saturday, basically, because I really enjoyed it on the weekend just gone. Really enjoyed playing that, so we'll be playing that for a good few hours before chill. Who knows? Maybe something impromptu on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see where the mood takes us. But we've got Flight Sim readied up. Let's get flying. Now, obviously, this being a new game, I'm sure Hanson and Flecky and Peeps can let me know how it's all sounding, because we've got to make sure that it is sounding good. Now, we could do realistic right now, but I want to fly in Europe, but not at night. So I want to fly in the rain, because in the rain is where it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. So let's have AI traffic. All players, yeah, let's have that. And then if we go preset, or no, let's do custom. Let's do custom. No, I don't. I want to customize it. Why can't I customize it? Right, because I want live. I want make it a bit earlier in the day, so we can do a little. Oh, let's do a nice little. Oh, that's a bit too early. That's a bit too late. There we go. A little sunrise flight, and we want some rain. Oh, we can get snow. Yeah, we want some rain. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. So at that time in the morning, this is okay. We're gonna have to go. We'll go a little bit later then, because we want to sort of fly. Kind of, yeah, that's a bit better. Sort of daybreak. Here's all the fucking rain that we got hit with a bit later on this afternoon. Bloody delightful. You got your December rota today, and it's not looking good. Oh, like how bad is bad? That's the real question. Like, I mean, you always knew it was going to be busy, didn't you? It was always going to be busy. Right. So, a little word. Very good evening to you, Hedgehog. A little word on this aircraft that we're flying tonight. This is brand new to the game. Absolutely brand new to the game. Looks amazing. It's the Airbus A330 900. And to be fair, it's pretty immersive in its setup. I cannot lie. Now, let's pick an appropriate livery. Eurowings would be good. Lufthansa would be good. Could go Virgin Atlantic, but a Turkish. I'm sort of thinking European. Let's go for the new Lufthansa livery. And for the purposes of tonight, I think we've got to change our call sign, don't we? Ha! Notice how it's registered now. I love it. I love it. How are we doing on audio, by the way? Is it good? Bum, 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 bum. So we're going to go from Heathrow, and we're going to do a little flight. Should we go Charles de Gaulle? Just a little, I think a little, that will be a nice little start for tonight. Just a little hop over. Oh, there's some people there. Little hop over. Set as arrival. See, just a little half-hour one. So this is runway 8 left. Now, what we need to do, and this is the stream title. Audio is good, love it. So we're going to choose IFR, Low Altitude Airways. So this is where we can help determine a few different things. And you will have to bear with me a second. My boss needs me to phone him. So bear with me 2 seconds. Just going to mute the mic. go, chat. All good, nothing crazy. It was just in regards to a holiday request and making sure it was all... Basically, there's a rule in both mine and his contracts about only one of us can be off at the same time. So I forgot. I put in a request for Friday. I forgot that he's off on Thursday, Friday. So he was just trying to see if there's anything too important, etc., etc., all that sort of thing. And yeah, it's all gravy. Right, back to it. Thanks for waiting. And you're back in full time in DSL. Which team are you now going to be in, Snacks? What's that? Just starting. What's that? Waiting for your race. Starting Jeep at Grand Prix race online. Mate, go well. Right, let's get this flight actually set up and moving. So we're in the aircraft. We've got that sorted. So we want to... So when we do set up at IFR, it does change from where we're going to be starting. Let's start here at ramp 321. That's fine. Now it will choose automatically a runway for us. Now it wants us to take off from 27 right, which is a bit crazy. I'd rather not. I'd rather go from 09 right. And here we can choose a few different departures. Now if you look at this one, there's Crookie over London. This one doesn't really benefit us at all. So we need to find a couple of other ones, maybe like this. There we go. That is a suitable departure for us, out towards Maidstone and then down towards the Channel. Now we want an ILS landing, so it is 08 left. So ILS is Instrument Landing System. So basically when you get it set up, it can theoretically land itself. That looks all good. Let's have a look at the nav log. That's fine. Peaking at 18.3, down to 9, down to... Yeah, that's fairly steady. Nothing too crazy. Just make sure it has got me at the gate. Perfect. And away we go. In the Alpha Tauri, is it? Ooh, shit it out. Nice. Nice. I'm looking for... I bet you're looking forward to Jeddah tomorrow. My goodness me. You can say, yeah, best of luck, Silver Headshot. Go well. Everybody else or anybody else which has popped in and is wanting to say, you know, don't be shy. Come say hi. It's the first time playing Flight Sim since being back streaming. Buzzing for it. And I'm telling you, the game looks crispy. Like, really crispy. I'm sure you're seeing it on stream if you've got it in the full, you know, 1080. Oh, delish. His tempo comes in, says hello. Crispy, yeah, crispy, bit spicy, you know, just fucking bit sizzling, bit hot. Oh. Got your new wireless headset because you've broken many. Because you always get the cable tangled. Do you know what? It's interesting you said that, because I started to think about investing in a wireless headset. But this one right here, I have had for so long now. It's amazing that it's... honestly, it is amazing that it's lasted as long as it has. The amount of times it's got caught in something, I've yanked it and it's all broken and gone to shit. You wouldn't believe, but yeah, now it's still going strong. And yeah, honestly, this game is beyond pretty. Oh, we've got some rain. Oh boy, have we got some rain. Oh, it be piercing it down. I know I asked for rain, but I didn't quite think it was... Oh my god. Visibility is not very high. Okay. Shit! Okay, first thing we need to do, we need to get some power. So, external power on. Nav lights on. And now you gotta listen. Toolbox file, takeoff 09 right, climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
Departure frequency is 118.475. Squawk 1.
And then the co-pilot will change this automatically.
Blue Box 5255 Heavy cleared to de Gaulle Airport is filed. Takeoff
Yeah.
runway 09 right, climb and maintain 9,000
This
feet.
is pouring down.
Departure on
So,
118.75.
eating last night, dropped your plate on the cable and it yanked the controller headset over, then reversed my chair and then ran over. You've done brilliantly there, haven't you?
Ground on 121.705.
121.705 Fox 5255. So, we've got power. Now what we've done here is we've turned on the navigation and logo lights. So you'll see here on the wing, you've got the red light, as it goes a little bit jittery. And then we've got the green light there. That is just basically to show that we have some power going to it. Now, stick your seatbelts on. Now, one thing I am going to do, actually, in terms of general options, I'm going to take nameplates off. Actually, it's under traffic, isn't it? So, AI offline. Should we just do... We could do real-time online. Or we could... I tell you what, let's just turn it off and we'll keep that off. Let's just do that for now. That should make things considerably more... Yeah, a lot less buggy. A lot less buggy. Now, it's a bit dark in here. So, we're going to turn some of the instrument lights up. Turn some pedestal lighting on. We are going to adjust some of the panel brightness here. Just make things a little bit brighter in general. You've had an absolute nightmare there, to be honest. Okay, now one important thing we need to do here is the ADIRS. We need to set this to nav. And then, because you will see here, there is no heading, there is no altitude, there is no map available. That is what that does. We then need to come down here to the FMC. You go to our initialization. IRS initialization. So this is where it will effectively pick up a GPS signal. So we click on confirm align, and that will then basically tell the aircraft to work out where it is we are in the world, and you will start seeing this starting to come up. So at the moment we're just increasing the brightness on some of these panels. Honestly, this game is just crispy. And because it's pissing down with rain, let's get the windscreen wipers on. Now, what else do we need to do? We need batteries on. Anything that says off, we need to turn on. These are the fuel pumps. These need to come on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it could probably do with some more lighting up here. Let's turn floodlights on. Sorry, glacial brightness there. And where's the dome light? Dome light. Just these lights here, just to get a bit of brightness. And then this is the really cool bit. There is now a ramp manager. So for example, I can click this here, that will open the door, and then I can choose either stairs, or I believe I can choose this, and that will move the gate to latch on the door. How cool is that? How cool is that? Dragster, very good evening. I tell you what, it was hard to spot the difference between Dragster and Tempo in the chat then. All very, very similar. Like with the name colour and everything like that. Goodness me. Right. So there we go, we got passengers. Who's hungry? We're going to utilise all our ground services.
Heathrow ground, Blue Fox 5255 Heavy. Could you please send the baggage?
Mate, I'm doing good. How are you?
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy baggage is on the way.
Let's get the bags on board, and let's
Heathrow
also
ground, Blue Fox
get some
5255 Heavy. Could
food
you
on
please send
here.
the catering truck?
Fox 5255 Heavy. The catering truck is on the road.
I love how they've got Blue Fox programmed into this. Absolutely glorious. Look how much rain there is. Now, one thing I am going to do, I just need to change the systems here. System 2. I'm going to change this to weather and turbulences. Notice how this has gone red. This is basically a rain map. So this here changes the range. This is pockets of rain. Basically at a span of 10 miles. So you can see our flight path out of Heathrow. We are going through some very, very torrential rain as we first depart, but it is going to get a little bit easier. And as we end up getting further out and heading towards France, it does seem to clear up a little bit more. But at the minute, it is it is red. Now we want constrained, and then our flight directors are here and here. Now that we've got everything on the move, so you look at that, we've got bags on the way, although that is putting the bags in the wrong place. That's quite funny. We've got food on board. We are going to now start the APU. So APU is auxiliary power unit. So you have the master switch here, the starter switch there, and the bleed. So you need to make sure those are on, and then you will come down here and you'll see temperature and then percentage power. So this is what basically it's like an onboard power unit that can be used to kind of have the aircraft on when there's no engine power. So at the moment we're connected to, there we go, it's gone to available. So that means now I can turn the external power off. Now, there's a lot of switches and things that we're not actually able to use. So there's, you know, some of the sort of fire test bits and pieces. They are looking to update this, but the bulk of stuff we can use. Right, we've got our map. We are all good to go. So catering and baggage are finishing off. Let's end them.
Heathrow ground, Blue Fox 5255 Heavy. I am done.
Hey,
with catering
Wookie lad.
services.
So come on then, everyone. Tell me what you guys have been
Heathrow
doing
ground, Blue Fox
today.
5255
I've
Heavy.
had
I am
a
done with the baggage service.
belter at work. I want to and need to know more about what you guys have been doing. So we're going to close the door and we are going to relinquish the gate, the parking gate, if it wants to bloody do it. Is it doing it? I can't tell. There we go, there it moves. Look at the rain! That is unbelievable! I almost cannot see where the hell it is that I am going. Now I'm trying to remember where on the... I'm trying to remember now where it is I've got to go. That's the problem. I think it's pushed back and then out to the right, but we'll find out. Right, beacon light on. This is your warning that the aircraft is about to move. And then we will contact tower and request pushback.
Heathrow ground, Blue Fox 5255 Heavy requesting pushback.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy pushback
So we need to
request accepted.
release parking brake. Turn the dome light off. So you can see the beacon light is that red light that's flashing on the top, and there's also one at the bottom as well. Oh my god, this rain. Chester 430, not seen it for good reason. It's been a long time since we've been streaming. We've been back for about a month. We've been on Twitch for a couple of weeks. Dragster is what Axtering and then homemade toad in the hole for dinner. You are living the dream, Dragster. You are absolutely living the dream. Okay, we're about to start our pushback. Now, if I remember, I think we need to go to the right. I think our runway is over there. I think. Now, we can now start turning on the engine. So we're going to go engine mode, ignition, start. And then we're going to start with engine number 2. And you can see it there, just starting to spool up on the right.
Heathrow ground Blue Fox 5255 Heavy requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
This is so much rain.
Blue Fox
This is unbelievable.
5255 Heavy, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
How good does this game look? It's unbelievable. How does it sound? Can you hear the rain? I'm hoping the rain's not too loud. Turn the wipers off. Okay.
Heathrow ground Blue Fox 5255 Heavy requesting the end of pushback.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy request.
So that's good enough. Parking brake on. And then we just need to monitor the engine here. So you can see it's starting to spool up. Engine temperature N2, N1. So when this gets to about 20%, that's when we can start up the second engine. There we go, it's thereabouts, and now we can start engine 1. You can hear the truck. So now we need to start messing with some lights. So strobe's not on. We need to set our taxi lights on. We're going to put wing lights on because of how much rain there is. And just in case, we're actually going to turn our anti-ice on.
Heathrow ground Blue Fox
My window heat.
5255 Heavy with India ready to taxi.
Ready to taxi.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 09er right using taxiway Foxtrot.
You sent me a video on Messenger. She sent me it and it made you like, it made him like, okay. Alright, we'll have a little gander after the stream. A little see if you can make me chaff. Right, contact her on 118705 when ready. And we chose the right way. So there we go, we got a little break in the clouds. We've got our lights on. And that's where we need to go. Engine's looking pretty good. Now we need to set flaps for takeoff. Grow up. I said the word flaps. And then it's just double checking that everything is working. So full left, full right, fully down, fully up, and then rudders left and right. Perfect. Hydraulics are good. We'll have the fuel info as well. Both engines running and stable. This now means that we can turn off the auxiliary power unit. And it means we're ready to taxi. So, we'll give a little bit of throttle here. Turn the brakes off. And let's be on our way. See? See? Exactly. What cars am I hoping to drive on Thursday night on Forza? I'm not playing Forza on Thursday night, Dragster. It's F1 on Thursday, my friend. There will be more Forza hitting your screens next week. That is the plan. So Thursday we're hosting some F1 lobbies. That is the plan. Would I say the problem is, Flecky, it's always one and it's always you. God, this is a bit of a tight turn here. I'm not making this. I am not making that turn. Do you know what? I'm just going to make life easier for myself, and I'm not going to follow the rules. I'm just going to cut across the grass a little bit. You need to grow up. Just reduce engine power just a little bit. There we go. Let's get on the straight and narrow. These bigger aircraft are not the easiest to maneuver, it must be said. They really are not the easiest. It's always just that. There is an Airbus A380, if you recognise it, the famous double-decker. God, look at the difference in rain. Goodness me. One thing we do need to do is just set that to normal mode. Amazing. Look at that. We've even got a little bit of sunshine just trying to break through. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You're going to get... Yeah, to be fair, it doesn't sound like you've got a decent lineup when it comes to your... when it comes to your shift patterns. But then again, working in hospitality around Christmas, that's how it's going to be, isn't it? That's just how it's going to be. Unfortunately for you. God, those were the days. I still remember back when working in the restaurant, used to go to like sixth form, have like a full day there, come home, do some studying, and then it was just... I just realised, by the way, have I got any other games and apps running? No, because I don't know. And then it was just, yeah, going from like 5 o'clock through till 1 o'clock in the morning working. Yeah, that was full on. Oh, we've got a Finnair Airbus A330 on the runway. So this is the same aircraft that we're operating, just a different airline. Looks like he's off. Ignore the recommended lines. Sucks ass but pays well. Sorry, doesn't pay well, but job satisfaction. Yeah, this is the one thing with like certain jobs, and it's certainly like what I'm finding with my job. The job satisfaction is fantastic, but yeah, for what I do, yeah, it doesn't pay spectacularly. So let's hope that changes in due course. Good lord, this rain is... I know I wanted rain, but I just wanted a little smattering. Right, hit the brakes a little bit and get this bad boy turned round. Now one thing I can do and will do is cheat a little bit. Let's give it a little bit more. A little bit more. Right hand throttle just to help her turn. There we go. That's a load of bollocks. I hate that phrase. I absolutely despise that phrase. You will work. QNH 290.902, which is correct. Wind at 2710, cleared for takeoff. So we need to... landing lights on, taxi lights set to take off, runway turn lights on, strobe lights on, nav lights on, wing lights come off. Perfect. Whoa, why is it going off to the bloody left? What's going on there? Why is it wanting to go so hardcore to the bloody right? Left even. That's really weird when I'm not holding anything. Notice how the front wheels just arc. Oh, that's why. That's better. That was weird. But yeah, you will work. You will. No, it was to do with the rudder. The rudder was sometimes it freezes like that. Sometimes you just got to click and yeah, it does it. Stick drift. Stick drift isn't too bad. Oh my god, look at this. We're just sort of we are flying into just sheer rain. This thing is really struggling to turn in these conditions. Like, really struggling. I am nowhere near the centre line. Good thing we got a long runway, eh? Let's let it roll out a little bit. God, you can even see like the waves of the rain like coming in. That is amazing. That is really cool. Miss the evening. Oh, I tell you what. At work and lurking. So the game looks pretty. So hopefully we can get out of some of this rain fairly sharpish. Right. Take off. Parking brake released. This is where you want to turn up your monitors, your speakers even. 50%, and then yeah, that noise though. Look at the spray. So now we wait for the cool out for V1, which is the last. There's V1. That means we are committed to taking off. Slowly pull back. Positive. Gear up. Flying into the rain. We're going to find it. We're going to stick this on auto. Selected speed mode. I want to keep it at 200 knots. Auto throttle on. And now it will effectively start to fly itself through some outrageous weather, must be said. God, this game looks so beautiful. Look at the state of this rain. It's really, really heavy. Like, okay, you can't see anything anymore. That is slightly creepy. Hopefully soon we're going to get above all of this. Hopefully, get above the rain, and you're going to start seeing some amazing views. I mean, oh wow, look at this already. Wow, like how good is this game? This is a game that is free on Game Pass. You've just got to learn how to fly it, and if I can learn, you can learn. How good does this look? Was how it looked this morning on the school run. Amazing. Look at this now. There we go, getting above all that rain. We've got 2 layers of clouds here. So about 5,500 feet, which is good. There is going to be a new version 2024, and I am very, very excited to see what that brings. There's going to be some amazing aircraft. There's still some amazing things coming out from developers. Now we're going to raise this to 250, and we've got a stable flight, so flaps going to be set to 0. And we're going to continue our climb. Now 250 knots is the maximum speed below 10,000 feet. Honestly, this game is free. It is free. It's chunky, but it is free on Game Pass. So pretty. So pretty. Right, let's have a look. So it's God, there is. So you can see here at the weather, there is pockets of bad weather kind of along the way, especially around London. So we're going to be getting to, as I zoom in a bit too far. So DET, we're going to get there as the throttles go back. DET, and then to Bizru. I think we were cleared to 9,000, so we're going to start probably leveling out, and then we'll probably get the call from ATC in a moment to climb to a slightly higher altitude.
Blue Fox 5255 heavy climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Blue Fox
So we set
5255 heavy.
our new height. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what it brings in 2024. There's obviously going to be new aircraft in there, kind of new mechanics. I think a lot of the studios are starting to go, you know, a bit crazier with things. It's yeah, it's going to be pretty badass. Right, as we're starting to get towards 10,000 feet, landing lights come off, ring lights are off, beacon on, strobe stays on, that can stay on. Wonderful. Delicious. We're thinking of getting into DCS. It seems like a very... Do you know what? I could not agree more. I'd love to see what that is all about and what that brings, but it just seems a bit... Would it be weird to say that it sounds clicky? Look at those clouds. It's sort of like if you've not been involved already, it's like really, it's tough for you to then get involved. I don't know. It's just it's a weird one. It really is a weird one. But no, I'd love to try it. And this, yeah, that was going to be my next point from a realism point of view. By the way, here's something for you. Have all of you seen the footage of the burning car in the new Unreal Engine? Honest to God, if you have not seen that, stick it on YouTube, stick it on Google. It'll be the first video. It's about, I don't know, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, and it's footage of like a street with like a car that's on fire, and it's got like, you know, a polygon, and it's interacting with it, and it means that, you know, it changes the smoke patterns and the fire patterns and stuff like that. It looks so real, like so real. It's kind of just makes you think, like, for games in the future. Climb and maintain 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Right, now because we're about 10,000, we can increase the speed a little bit more. So we'll go for 285. Nothing too crazy. Yes, no, I did see that. I need to get all of that sent for you, my man. I might do it through work, because then a little bit quicker. But yes, I saw that you kindly did send that to me. Thank you for doing that. Should we have a look at a few different badass camera angles? Should we do that? So if I click on camera, and then if it wants to load up, come on. So there is showcase. So from this camera angle, I can do whatever I like. So because I've got the autopilot on, it will do its thing. That's me. There's me right there. The Rolls-Royce engines, courtesy of Dad. There you go, Airbus A330 900. Don't know if there are. I think there are. But see, look at that. We've even got baggage. So apparently no passengers at the moment. We're not flying anyone, but with a click of a button, I can change that. This free cam mode is amazing. Like, look at the detail. Like, legit, look at the detail. Start a turn now. Like, it's just so cool. It is so cool. You can do that. Now I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Oh, don't press the right stick. That's the flyby mode. It takes ages to catch up. Right, what is the button? Do this every time. That's it. So it's that. There we go. So these are a few like sort of different camera views that we can cycle through. That's a really cool one. That's even cooler. See, look at that. We can just chill as a passenger. We're just looking out the window. That's what we're doing. We're relaxing. We're constantly pressing the buzzer going, "Stewardess, where's my drink?" That's the view that everyone wants, isn't it? That's the view. Now, the one bad thing about this game on Xbox is it doesn't have a replay mode. On PC, it does. So you can go back, you can record, you got like recordings of the footage from all of these angles. So in terms of like piecing together a really, really cool looking video, like sort of like, look at the detail on the windows. You know what I mean? Like the scratching, and it's absolutely. Oh, look at this! That's cool. That's so. Those are different. Honestly, game is free. You know what I mean? This is free. It's absolutely incredible. Right. So we're in a little pocket at the moment. Look at those pockets of rain just everywhere. So we're heading to Bizru at the moment, and then we've got a left-hand turn towards Nivko, and then we'll slowly be starting to make our way over the channel. But it's hard to tell. Normally it gets different when you can sort of tell by certain airport landmarks, but oh, here we go, breaking the clouds. Yes, come on, give me blue skies. But I think we're going to stay at about 19 box for inters. That's good from you. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to give you that, Hanson. That might well be the funniest thing that you have said all year. Actually, no, there wasn't. There was something that you said. I'm trying to remember what it is now. I don't think it was on stream. I think it was off stream. There was something you said that had me in absolute pieces. I cannot remember. Cannot remember for the life of me. Can't have been that funny then. Oh, that's a shame. We had a little break in the clouds. Now, each of these little dots that you see here, they are all airports. So they're all like either little airfields or airstrips and stuff like that. I can turn those off, but they're good little markers, basically, as we complete our left turn. But even though there's a lot of stuff on this aircraft which you cannot utilize, like this here is amazing. What made me think that door was open then? So I think if I press this button here, that will give me some passengers. I'm not sure. Can I go back and look? No, I can. Let me just double check. Whoa, ah. But like from like the free camera, like looking around the cockpit, it's pretty cool. You got your seat there. I even think, yeah, I can even choose to open and shut the door. How cool is that? How cool is that? But from here, now on PC, you can like hook this up with like an online like portal type thing, which is Navigraph, which I don't have, but you can get all sorts on there. So you can get charts and references. I should do it. Maybe I should do it, because that'd be really cool. What's this? Okay, you got ARNS. Sim brief flight plan. Like, it is a real one-stop shop. There you go. Look at this. We've got a checklist here. Probably should have done this at the beginning. So there we go. Do your inspections. Passenger and emergency. Yeah, they were on. Altimeters were on. Yeah. We were good. See how mental is this? So we have to be making sure that altimeters there, minimums are set. So cool. It is so cool, the level of kind of realism and immersion that you can have. This is all fully operational as well, the FMC. So you can change flight plan, you can just... honestly, it's insane what you can do. Absolutely insane, although it's quite dark. Why is that so? AC comms, initialization, love it. I would need to learn how to use that more. There we go, 67% seat. But I tell you one thing that we should do. We should probably let people go for a slash, shouldn't we? There we go, seat belts off. We've got a little pocket of nice air. Oh, say bye to the blue sky. That was nice. I'm kind of hoping it's not like this all the way to France. I think it's going to be like this all the way to France. The thing is though, can I change this live? Can I? Just click a button and I do what I want. How cool is this shit? Let there be light. That's what I should have done. Cool. So normally I just do it when it's live. Should we set it to storm? Oh, that looks... Ooh. Ooh, storm looks dangerous and angry. God, did you hear the engine noise? So because it was stormy and it was windy, the engine power increased. That is okay. That's cool. There we go. We'll have some light clouds. This will be cool. I think that one thing they did get rid of. I don't know if they did get rid of it, but in like thunderstorms, I think they got rid. They might have at least quietened down the sound of lightning because it was so loud and it was like jump scare material. But look at that, all that bad weather has now disappeared.
475 Cessna Uniform Whiskey Alpha.
And there's also a funny reflection. Can you kind of see? So someone has programmed into this at the back. There's like a reflection of like, it's like one of the engineers like flying. Can you kind of see that? Can you see like the sunglasses and the cap of the dude? Like they've programmed that in, like a sort of flipped image. With, which I love that. Oh, contact Paracentral 119.825. So now you'll see the co-pilot will do this automatically.
Going to 119.825.
We can do this manually, but it's ball late. There you go.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy flight level 190.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy Paracenter. Continue to Kanav as planned.
Continue to Kanav as planned. Right, we can turn the floodlights down here on the old pedestal lighting. We've got enough brightness up in here. Look at that. Glorious. Absolute glorious sunshine right now. Ooh. This is a game. Your Spotify is having a meltdown. In what way? What's it doing, or what's it not doing? See, like detail. See, look at this, like on the cockpit windows, like some of the scratching, and it's just, it's amazing. It really is amazing. And France is in sight. I tell you one thing should be cool. We'll do some fighter jet stuff. That would be good fun. It just won't work. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Have you given that a whirl? I've always found that sometimes helps. A cheeky little off and on. Sorry, that's not really going to help anyone, is it? Right, so we're at 19,000, and I think we really need to start our descent. Yeah, so that wants us at 14,800, so we're going to request a cruising altitude decrease of
Paris Center
5,000.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy. Request 14,000 feet.
Will we be allowed?
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy.
Yes, we will.
And maintain 14,000 feet.
Descend 14,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Blue Fox 5255 Heavy.
It's like beans without sauce. Really? Really? Beans without sauce. There's so many analogies that you could have used. So many. The one thing I don't know how he does it is how he plays PUBG with music blaring in his ears. No idea. So yeah, we've got like little sun covers here. Don't need that wiper anymore. What else we got here? So here's all like the reset switches. But yeah, a lot of the things on that checklist are sort of like, say, some of the fire like testers and things like here, which you can't really do. It'd be really cool, to be fair, and I might do it one time, is actually set a failure to happen. I think that this might become operational if you have certain failures on. So I think if I have failure, oh my god, imagine that. Imagine I'm midway through a flight and we get engine failure. Oh my god. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I won't have a bloody clue. Well, Viva la France. I'm not sure whereabouts in France we're flying over. But like, this is what I mean by how pretty it is and the detail. It is land it in the
Blue Fox
Hudson.
5255 heavy contact.
Paris Center on 126.475.
Good
Good day.
126 decimal per 75 Blue Fox
You can
5,
see our altitude
255
coming
heavy.
down to about 4,000,
Paris Center, Blue Fox
14,000 I should say.
5255 heavy is at 14,800 feet, descending 14,000 feet.
There we go, level out.
255 heavy Paris Center QNH.
Image
29er
line.
decimal niner. 2 continue to KSAX as planned.
Continue to Keysax as planned, which is the next waypoint, and then we're actually not going to be too far away. And this is around about the point where it's not a case of getting nervous, but you guys are going to be judging the landing viciously, like viciously. So yeah, we need to make sure that we somewhat butter it. So we're going to get here to Keysax, and then there'll be a second bout of descending. So it says 9,000, 9,000. It wants us to drop 4,000 feet in that time, which is probably not going to be enough. But then it's quite simple, 5,000, 4,000. We should then hit the ILS, which, yeah. So to be fair, we'll hit this waypoint. I think we're going to request like a 6,000, something like that, just to get down and make sure that we're not going to be too high. You never want to be too high in an airplane. Oh, is it fixed? Did you try turning it off and on again? Did that work?
255 heavy contact.
Is that what
Paris
did it?
Center on 125.7. Good day.
Going to 125.7 Blue Fox 5, 255 heavy.
I know it would have worked. I know
Paris
it.
Center, Blue Fox 5, 255 heavy, 14,000 feet.
Blue Fox 5
Blue Fox
255
5,
heavy
255
Paris Center QNH 29er decimal niner 2. Continue as planned.
Cool. So we've got about 80 miles to go. So we are now, I'm gonna request another drop. I think about 6,000. Let's get down to about 8,000 feet.
Request 8,000 feet.
Blue Fox 5255 heavy descend and maintain 8,000
Now sometimes what happens when you request certain flight levels, it wants to sort of like, when you're almost at the point of landing, wants to send you back up really, really high. There's still a few sort of bugs with the game in that way. Crisis has been sorted. So engines are pretty much going to throttle back. Now, got to keep an eye on our height here. So you can see 8,000 is what has been selected. See, throttles are at idle. Basically, we've got enough speed, which is normally about 25%, which you can see here. So when we start getting nearer 10,000 feet, that's when we need to bring the speed down to about 250 knots, as that is what is.
Blue Fox 5 255 heavy. You are 65 miles northwest. Keep
There we go.
speed not above 250 knots. Expect ILS runway 08 left approach via Mopar transition. Clear to
Yes,
Mopar.
ma'am.
Keep speed not above 250 knots.
250
Expect
knots.
ILS runway 08 left approach via Mopar transition. Cleared to Mopar Blue Fox 5, 255 heavy.
Not just you're not. So, we are now, you'll see that the angle will just go slightly nose up, just to help slow the aircraft down. And once it reaches its speed, that's where it's just going to be able to maintain that speed, and it will start going to a slightly faster descent, but nothing too crazy. It's about 11,000. Right, everyone get your seatbelts on. It's not long till we're landing. Sorry, Mr. Hanson. I know that you have fixed your Spotify, but seatbelt sign's on. If you'd like to get back to your seat before I fucking drag you there, much appreciated. Once again, thank you for flying with us. No, sir, I'm not a twat. Please take your seat. Right, here we go. Approaching 10,000, so we are going to get our landing lights on. Sorry, not quite sure what happened with the voice break there. I was like, landing lights on? Can you put your landing lights on, please? Hides in the toilet. Yeah, okay. La da 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 da. I will throw you off. Gladly. I tell you one thing we should try and do. Should we get in the Dark Star? Should we try and get into space? Hanson, would that make you take your seats if I fired up the Dark Star and tried to get us into space? Would you enjoy that? Honestly, you think these views are insane. You watch when I get up to like 100, 400,000 feet, like basically edge of space shit. Like that. Okay, I think that's going to be next, because the views with that are unreal. We'll set it to like clear sky and just, yeah, I thought you might be a fan of that. So it was something that the game allowed you to do for a good while, and then they kind of added a bit more of a ceiling. But then with the rise of Top Gun, you know, the new film, and they did some like cool collaborative stuff. They brought the Dark Star aircraft into it. See, fuck off. I'm not climbing to fucking flight level 190. Get fucked. I am ignoring that instruction because we are almost landing. So she can go and suck a left one. It is outrageously cool when we do it. But like, how good does this look? This is a game. This is free. The whole world is the map. That is the sort of nuts thing about this. The whole world is the map. What was the aircraft? DAM? I'm not sure what it was. Right, let's just have a look. So, we are not far off. Starting our turns. So 9,000 at Mopar, that's fine. We're at 8,000. Shut up. Shut up. If anything, I'm going to go completely against what they're saying because it's useless. I'm going to just start descending down to about 6,000. Otherwise, we're going to be way too high when it comes to us intercepting the glide slope and being able to sort of get lined up for landing. So it's kind of one thing the game doesn't have quite right. But honestly, like the TV that I game on, right? It's nothing phenomenal. I mean, it's HD. It is still fantastic. The game looks incredible on this. What it must look like when you're playing on one of these like outrageous 4K monitors, I sort of dread to think.
Blue Fox 5255 Heavy, please expedite your climb, flight level 190.
Fucking shut up. Now, some things we need to think about as we start getting ready for landing. So obviously we've got landing gear here, but here we also have a few things. So here we have the anti-skid, that is always going to be set to on. And here we have the auto brake. So depending on runway conditions and the length of the runway, this is what we can set it to. It takes a good bit of effort actually to slow this thing down. It's heavy. So we are going to set it to medium. And that should then stay on. And then the other thing that we need to set is speed brakes. These need to be armed. So this is what will automatically flare up on the wings, and that's what will also help slow us down. Should land full speed. Jesus. There's I mean, there's putting on a show and then there's killing people. You know what I mean? Like there's levels of show. there are different levels to it. DR. Right, so we're at 6,000. We're not too far away. See there, it wants us at 9,000. So that's where it then says decel. And then it wants us to start hitting 5,000, 2,000. Okay. Also, by the way, Hanson, if you've not seen, I've not seen it yet, but Glenn Maxwell went mental. Went absolutely mental for Australia. He had one of those games where he just, could kind of do no wrong. Right, so it's 6,000 feet.
Blue Fox 5255 heavy climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
If Battlefield, oh
Climb and
man,
maintain 9,000 feet. Blue
that's
Fox
such a
5255
legendary
heavy.
clip. So one thing I found, I've got loads of clips actually saved on Twitch from the years gone by, like from what people have. You can go on like the clips page and you can find loads of old school ones. It's amazing how many there are. Right, we're going to start slowing this aircraft down a little bit. So we're going to reduce our speed to about 200 knots. We're going to keep an eye on our speed here. You can see the arrow coming down, which means that we are starting to slow down. So when this gets just about there at 200, that is when we're going to do our first flap setting. So just to help with pitch and keeping lift, flaps to 25%. Now can you see here there's this red line? Now there are limits, like to the speed and at what kind of setting you can have the flaps set at. And there is also, I believe, VFE rare. Sometimes in some aircraft they do have like a little thing somewhere down here which tells you, oh that's cool, max takeoff. So max landing weight is 191 tons in terms of fuel.
255 heavy contact, De Gaulle approach on 125.83.
Okay, contacting De Gaulle approach. So you can see not long to go. Just a nice little hop over the channel.
255 heavy.
It was
De Gaulle approach,
hilarious to be
Blue Fox
fair.
5255
I
heavy
will
is
give you
passing
that, it was
6,000 feet,
hilarious.
climbing 9,000 feet.
I'm not climbing 9,000.
Blue Fox 5255 heavy, De Gaulle approach QNH 29er, decimal 9er, to continue as planned.
As planned. Cool. Alrighty. So we're getting to this waypoint here, so you can say USR, which is then also our point to decel, and then it should ask us to get down to about 5,000 feet as we start our final approach into Charles de Gaulle Airport. Who knows who Charles de Gaulle was? There's a bit of a history lesson for you. He was a French general in the Second World War and also president. Yeah, there you go. Some French guy. Thank you, Flecky, for your ever phenomenal insight.
Blue Fox 5255 heavy descend
and maintain 5,000
feet.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Blue Fox 5255 heavy.
Some French guy. Amazing. Right, as we're landing, flight directors can come off. Okay, now I'm just making sure we've got everything set. Armed. Oh. Okay, landing checklist. Flight and nav instruments verified. Cabin notification complete. FMS flight, yeah. Altimeters were locked. Landing gear, flaps, spoilers armed. Perfect. So it just needs to be a case of landing gear down, and we are good to go. Now, one thing that you will see when we actually get onto final approach, you will see a set of 4 lights, which you can see in the distance next to the runway. The name of them, actually, I'm terribly sorry, forget it. PAPI, P-A-P-I lights. Now, what this is there is a frequency, a signal sent out to the aircraft, and if you're too high, you'll see more white lights. If you're too low, you'll see more red lights. What you need to do is achieve a glide slope where it's 2 red and 2 white. That's how you know you're on the perfect descent into the runway. See? It's not all about just watching the stream. See, Drax is enjoying yourself, but you're learning. You know what I mean? So when you are pissed up on your flight to Malaga and both pilots for whatever reason keel over, you know what those fucking PAPI lights mean, don't you? You know what I mean? You're gonna see, because I know deep down, if I know my community, you have all been sat there this evening with your pen and paper out, just writing everything down. You know what I mean? I know you guys. I know this is exactly what you're about. You just can't help yourselves. You're so eager to learn. Yeah, alright. If I know my community, you will wet yourself at the word flaps. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. There's the truth. Right, speed down, 184. Flaps 2. As Captain Twat revs his engine outside. Woo, 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 woo. I've got a tiny dick. It's an absolute bellet. Oh, I've got a really itchy foot. Okay. Right. Yes, I'm sure it would, Hanson. I'm sure that it would, because that is what you do. Right, now we are going to turn on this ILS button here, and notice we have this pop up. This here is our alignment with the center of the runway. This here is for the glide slope. What we need to do is keep an eye on this diamond here, and when it intersects that yellow line, we then need to turn on what is known as approach mode. So you can see that diamond getting closer and closer as we start lining up closer with the runway. When it's there perfectly, we're going to be pressing this button here. This is when it's effectively telling the aircraft we have hit the glide slope, and this is what we need to maintain. So you can see we're getting closer. Getting closer. Okay, that's close enough. Come across, we turn on approach mode, and you'll notice, whilst I've got it set to 5,000, in a second it will kick in and you'll see us start to descend. Just there, notice how it starts to descend. So now what we need to do is we need to turn our speed down. Flaps 3. Been cleared to land. So landing gear down. Just make sure it all actually comes down. And if you hear that little bing, that means that the landing gear is down. That is also what you will hear next time you're on a plane after you've just lifted off. A few seconds after that, across the cabin, you'll hear a bing. That is an audible cue for the cabin crew that the landing gear is now up. So runway is there in the distance. You can see here Oh, the purple diamonds, how that they are perfectly central and perfectly aligned. That means that we are on the perfect glide slope. So you can see, oh, is it starting to get a bit jittery? That's not good. Chill out, game. Chill out. Thank you. No, don't start getting weird. Don't start getting weird when I'm trying to land. Thank you. Thank you. So go to 10 miles. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just drop our speed a little bit more. Now we've got a big, you can see here, this green arrow. Can you see that? So there is a green arrow here. That is the wind direction. So we've got a big tailwind behind us. It's not too strong, but it will obviously impact the speed and everything. Can we fly to Arizona? We can do. I'll tell you what, Miss Legacy, we can. We'll start in Arizona in the Dark Star, and we'll go into space. How about that? That's what we can do. Right. Flaps full. Oh, stop! Don't start going jittery now. There we go. There's the runway in sight. Oh, why is it going weird now? Oh, is this prick back again? It's a shitty little bike. It sounds fucking terrible.
2,500.
2,500. Checked. Now, theoretically, this will to an extent land itself, but we're not going to do that.
Blue Fox 5255, heavy wind 269er at 4.
4. Clear to 908 left.
Clear to land runway 08 left, Blue Fox 5255 heavy.
So as we get a little bit closer, I will then take over control and try not to fuck it up. So this is the bit that start getting nervous. Right. I'm legit gonna try and butter this now. Don't start getting jittery on me, game. Okay, this is not the time. I need this smooth. There's a plane taking off there. Okay, autopilot off. My controls.
1,000.
Checked. I'm not nervous, you are. Bit of left rudder. So can you see those pappy lights on the right hand side? So there's currently 3 red, which means we're a little bit low, but it's okay.
400.
400. There you go, we've got the 2-2 split.
300. 200.
Don't go jittery on me now.
100.
Let's see if we get the 5 call out. That's when you know you've smashed it.
60. 50.
50.
40.
40.
30.
Engine cut.
20.
Flare.
Retard. 5.
Oh, that is fucking perfect. Speed brakes. Reverse green. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Oh, that was absolutely that. Oh, that was that. You literally have no idea how good that was. Okay.
Blue Fox 5255, heavy exit runway when able.
Okay, flaps up. Let's slow her down to about 30. Exit the runway. Speed brakes up. Exit the runway. That was so... That was legit so clean. Okay.
121.58 for Blue Fox 5255 heavy.
Taxi lights, strobe lights off. I can't remember what radio frequency we need to swap to, but that was, I think it was normally this one. Taxi to the gates.
De Gaulle ground Blue Fox 5255
That was
heavy
that was
request taxi to the gate.
legit
Blue Fox
buttered.
5255 heavy taxi to gate Kilo
That was
58 by
legit
taxiway Tango Romeo Tango
buttered.
Romeo Tango Kilo 4 Echo 6.
That could be one of the best landings I've ever done, and I did it on
Taxi to
stream.
gate Kilo 58 via taxiway Tango Romeo Tango 7 Romeo Tango Kilo for Echo 6 Blue Fox 5255 heavy.
That's nuts. That is quite funny. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're not gonna go the long way around. I'm just gonna. Now, normally in a normal aircraft, we would turn on the APU, things like that, just to help fund it, power it. But who cares? We'll do our own thing. Welcome to France, everybody. World famous Charles de Gaulle Airport. As we slow her down. Turn taxi lights off. Don't think we've got a welcoming party leading us in, but that's okay. We lined up. Oh, jittery, yeah. Just about. Cut the engines. Oh yeah, we have got someone leading us in. Look at this. So we keep an eye on them. That means come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward, come forward. And then when they cross like that, that means we stop. Okay, we're still going, and bang. There we go. Beautiful, and very simply, we can then shut the engines down. There we go. That's what we do. That is exactly what we do. Right. Time to go to space. Oh, that landing was so good. Oh my god, you don't even realise. It was perfect. The flare, the fact that we had the 5 call out, just ooh. Delish. Right, so now in terms of flight conditions, we are going to put this to live players, live traffic. Everything is going to be completely live. We are going to be heading across the Atlantic. Now, forgive me. What is the major international airport in Arizona? Where am I going on the map here? Down. Sky Harbor, Phoenix. Oh, okay. So there's McCarran, Phoenix, Sky Harbor International. Oh, there's Williams Gateway. Where's the? I thought Phoenix had the. Has Phoenix got the graveyard? I can't remember who's got the aircraft graveyard, but right, we're going to start here, runway 26. This is going to be live. And we've got all sorts of aircraft. We could be in the... we were going to fly the 777-300. Eurofighter Typhoon. The experimental Dark Star. Let's cool ourselves. Blue Fox 000. That sounds menacing, doesn't it? We don't need to say heavy. This is all about trying to get into space. Well, not trying to. We're going to do it. We are going to get into space. This bit of machinery is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Now, in order to get into space, you might have to do a couple of things. So normally you have to sort of go up sort of relatively high, back down to gain the speed, and then back up. And hopefully we can do it. I've only done this once. Okay? I've only done this once. So, and the views are a bit insane. So, yeah, let's hope we could do this. Because it's just all about speed.
Ready at runway 260
This cockpit is a bit mental. Like, a bit mental. This is the aircraft. Look at this for a fucking plane. So it's moving, and then we need to have afterburners on. Welcome to Phoenix. Now, one thing which is really, really cool, okay, about this aircraft is we start gaining a bit of altitude. Look at that thing. Woo, baby! Now, as we get faster and faster, so we're going to gain a bit of altitude here. Purely for the purposes of gaining more speed. So we're going to go up to kind of go down. Neil 13324, welcome. So if you look at our airspeed in the bottom left, now I believe as it gets past 700 or 750, you will notice something. Notice how it's gone quiet? Now, come on then chat, why would it go quiet? Why would it have gone quiet at this point? This is on Xbox, my guy. So who can tell me why it is quiet right now? You got it. And wait for it. Turn your headphones up. It's even got a sonic boom in the game. So if you go ahead of it, you can't hear because of like, and then you just go. So cool. Right. Let's start trying to get some altitude.
Maintain 3,500 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 21 approach.
We're getting close to the house, are we? So, Neil, we are on an Xbox Series X, and this game is free. It looks absolutely sensational, doesn't it? It's genuinely sensational. Big GGs for the follow. We love to see that. So, let's gain some altitude here.
Southwest 2216 descend and maintain flight level 220.
So we're maintaining good speed at the minute. We're able to maintain about 725 and we're still going up. So what we want to try and do is probably get up to around about sort of maybe 50,000. We'll see how the speed is then. Oh, and also, yeah, it's got a camera. So this is a spy plane. So at the moment we are going Mach 1.6. Now it is possible, I believe, to get up to Mach 10 is the standard, but in certain conditions you can get up to Mach 12. Now unfortunately you are quite restricted in this view, so you do have to utilize this outside view to really kind of appreciate what you're doing. we're actually gaining altitude and gaining speed. So naturally, as we're going higher, the air is getting thinner as well. So that's what's helping that out as well. I've not done this before. I've managed to get sort of high in space. You can get to certain heights and certain speeds where you hear, like, where you get up to like sort of that Mach 10 and the airframe starts to glow because of, you know, the height and things. Look at our altitude right now. Look at our altitude in that bottom right and look at that fly up. We are now higher than most commercial airplanes do. Now look at the speed start to drop as we start hitting that kind of ceiling. The airspeed is now gonna start to drop. So we're still going up. So we're gonna get as high as we can, and then we're gonna have to execute a maneuver where we start to we go down to pick up speed to then pull it back up, and that should hopefully project us up into the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's quite cool, isn't it? It is quite cool.
Frequency change approved.
So that speed is starting to come down. And also the maneuverability of the aircraft goes down drastically. But already we're now getting up to altitudes. You can just about start to see the curve.
Blue Fox 000, Los Angeles Center.
In fact, I don't know if they've amended this. We might be able to just do this in one go here.
Squawk 07 tree, Blue Fox 000.
We've just got to be careful of our angle of attack, because we don't want to sort of do too much too soon. But we're still gaining like amazing altitude.
American 466, descend and maintain flight level 340.
But there is no denying the sky is getting darker.
Blue Fox 000.
Now I'm fine with heights, but there is something you can kind of get lost in this, and it just sort of
128.15.
no. This Dragster, this will not help.
Los Angeles.
I am sorry to say, this will not help.
Blue Fox 000 Los Angeles Center, continue as planned. Skywest tree 130 descend.
How amazing is
Flight level
this?
340.
That honestly is amazing. There was, I can't remember on what Microsoft Flight Simulator it was, but there was a mission where you had to fly the space shuttle, like from orbit back into the Earth's atmosphere. That they did have that mission.
Descend and maintain flight level 340.
Now, as you start getting higher, obviously the sun comes out more, and you'll just start to see it. That's probably a bit better. You can start seeing stars.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Skywest tree 130.
Absolutely, it's just, I mean, this kind of as it is quite something. Oh, honestly, being on a jet plane is amazing. So this is where we're still gaining altitude here, and our airspeed is just hovering around about the same. I'm almost not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna see what it's gonna do. Now, one thing that will happen, we're obviously traveling west, so we're gonna run out of land, so to speak. To be fair, what we could do, we could just drop down a little bit, turn it 180, and see how long it takes us to get across the continental United States.
American 466 climb and maintain flight level 340.
Or we could just keep on going up. I think fuck it. No, we're just going to keep on going up here. We're just going to go up and up and up and up.
JetBlue 290 climb and maintain flight level 340.
engines are still roaring at absolute max power. We're still going. We're at 120,000 feet at the moment.
JetBlue 720 climb and maintain flight level 290.
We've got a good angle of attack right now.
Climb and maintain flight level 320.
I get the feeling you're enjoying this. It is absolutely incredible. But yeah, we keep going. We'll keep going. We'll see. Right, so at this moment, I've got it nicely set. I'm not touching anything. I'm just sort of letting it do its thing, and just letting it climb. That airspeed's coming down a little bit, but the thing which is interesting is that ends up going a bit wrong, because when you reach a certain altitude, it sort of almost doesn't register the airspeed anymore. We're past Los Angeles, mate. Right.
134.575, Blue Fox 000. Los Angeles Center, Blue Fox 000.
Get on flying with the crasher, mate. Not needed. Look, I'm doing this no hands, just letting it do its thing right now. 130,000 feet. That sky is getting darker. It's just... It's like, could you hear the game like loud enough? I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit more for you, because it's gonna get quiet. We're going, just in terms of speed, we are currently at Mach 3.73. Yeah. Is that speed rising? Probably, like ever so slightly. So now, pretty much, other than the International Space Station, we're probably some of the highest people on the planet. Wonder how it'd feel to stick your head out. I wouldn't recommend it. Now approaching 140,000 feet. Get ready for a little sonic boom. Look, so now we are of a height where you can truly see the curvature of the Earth. So all you flat earthers out there. Look. And we've still got just a really good angle of attack. We've got 4 degrees at the moment. Yeah, this thing is just an absolute animal, isn't it? Okay, so we're losing a little bit, but we're still going up and up and up. We are gonna let this thing go. And let's just see what we get up to. We're in no hurry. We'll be finishing it now. We got another 30 minutes or so just to see how high we can get this thing. But that means that we are now well above the standard cruising altitude of passenger airlines. And I think I mean, look at the altimeter. It is still flying. When it comes back down, oh yeah, don't you worry, we'll find that out as well. But the thing is when you get to certain heights, it's so like atmosphere deprived, you almost can't maneuver the aircraft. Like, it takes a while to kind of get it down so the atmosphere is like thick enough to actually like have an impact, which is why when you kind of get it right, like I have done, it just keeps on, it just keeps going, keeps on going and going and going. We're now just about approaching the speed that Mr. Stealth has got on his F1 car. We're not far off that. God, 160. This will be something. Once you start hitting, what happens when we crash in this game? It goes, what, you crashed. It doesn't like obliterate the plane or anything. It just goes, oh, you crashed, you got it wrong. And plays a slightly, like, depressing tune along with it. Just one of those. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't sort of crash, and then it's not like F1 where it all sort of, you know, like breaks into its own constituent pieces. I'm afraid to say. So I know. Speak to the developers. Now that sky is getting dark. Now it's getting really dark.
000 contact Los Angeles Center on 119.05.
Yeah, no worries. Good day.
119.05, Blue Fox 000. Los Angeles Center, Blue Fox 000, flight level 1180.
Oh, that's a cool. Oh, that's a cool one. Come on. Yeah, look at that. You get the refraction. That's cool. Yeah, you are dead. As games go, there's that moon. Oh god, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. That makes my sort of knees go a bit, ooh, because we are high. We are really high, and it's that looking up. Oh, fuck me, because it's just nothingness. It's just absolute nothingness, and that's what scares me. FRLJ, bloody hell. Long time no see. It has been a while. We've been back streaming. We were away for a good year. We've been back streaming for a little bit over a month now, and we were streaming on YouTube for a good bit. We're now multi-streaming on Twitch and on YouTube as well. It's good to see you, Jet. How are we going? That is it. I mean, yeah, it is nothing short of incredible, this game. Right, we are starting to near 200,000 feet. The other cool thing is, because the entire world is the map and this is live, there could be other experimental dark stars doing the same thing that we were doing. So if you have this game, we could genuinely have a fleet of these just going on back. Remember being in the F1 open lobbies? Well, then you need to make sure that you are here on Thursday, Chief. That is when we're going to be running an open lobby session on F1 23. Tomorrow we've got ourselves a league race. I'll be racing at Jeddah. Oh, get ready. There it is, 200,000 feet. Let's keep it going. I've got no idea what the max altitude on this is. Speed-wise, we're now picking up a little bit of speed. Mach 3.75. But yeah, back in the day, Jay, they're still just as chaotic. They're still just as fun. So if you've got the latest game, yeah, get yourself here on Thursday. Let's get you in for some races. It's just mesmerizing, isn't it? The only one bad thing about this, and it's only my fault, my monitor's a bit dirty, so sometimes I don't know if it's specks of dirt on my monitor, if it's stars that I'm looking at. But that looks like some stars to me over there. Hopefully you can see them. Honestly, it's free. It's free on Game Pass. So if you're signed up to Xbox Game Pass, it's free. It's absolutely amazing. Now, it's a big game, so you've got to make sure that you've got enough, you know, disk or sort of storage space. Bloody disk space. Christ, turn my age. In the USA, 264,000 feet is considered space. Okay, so we're about 50,000 feet off, technically in space. However, right now, we can see a pretty significant curve of the Earth, which is quite cool. I'm amazed that we were able to actually just do this straight from the off. Normally, we have to do some... Wow, look at... Fuck
American
me, look at
115
this.
climb and maintain flight level 380.
Look at that for a view, chat. This is a game.
American 432 descend and maintain flight level 340.
This is literally a game. It is absolutely phenomenal. We are now firmly over, I believe, the Pacific Ocean. According to the website of this game, it's about 10,000 feet up is the max. Well, that's a lie. I don't consider that space, but it's the furthest point of the planet's atmospheric levels, so where things are influenced. Okay, what do you consider a space? What is the internationally recognised altitude for space? Do you know what? How much? So I believe Game Pass is a monthly subscription. How much is it per month? Game Pass, is it like $10.99 or $7.99? It's one of the two. It's something like that. It's not bad. Now, one thing that you don't get, so you don't get, when I say you don't get the full version of the game, it just means that there's certain things that you don't get. So there's a couple of aircraft you don't get, but the game has like a huge marketplace, so you can buy aircraft. There's lots of freeware that they put on there as well. So for example, I've got like you know, some added extensions, which is like I've bought like certain airports, so rather than it being like the base model, it's like a really highly detailed one. Certain aircraft I bought, so the one that we were flying a little bit earlier on, the Airbus A330 900 Neo, I've bought that one. That was about £30 a couple of weeks ago. Also, that studio, LVFR, are going to be releasing the Airbus A340 300 and 600 versions, which is my favourite aircraft of all time. So the fact that I'm going to be able to get to fly that in this game makes me very, very happy. We are actually gaining speed, and we're still going up. We're still going up. We're still going at like an unbelievable rate. Like this thing is not slowing down in the slightest. The airspeed is coming down, but for you, space would be anything past the moon, rather than number we couldn't for the surface. Yeah, that's true. Oh God. Would it be rude? Oh, I so wish I had the Homer Simpson nerd. That would have been just such perfect timing. But no, I know space and everything it entails is a big passion of yours, Hanson. I love that. Space fascinates me in general. The only thing, like, see this view, absolutely fine. Wow, look at that. Oh, can I not? I can't even now physically put the camera sort of lower to look up. This is as low as it gets. That view slightly scares the shit out of me because it's just infinite nothingness. Now you can see. So, oh look, now like in this view, hopefully you guys can see it. I'm not sure where like my camera is. I think you should be able to get a decent enough view of the full afterburners and the sun sort of shining off of it. That is a picture. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we're now officially in space in American terms. Must get that as a sound effect. Yeah, I think we need to. Granted, we've got pros floating in very deep space at this point. Yes, of course. That's what's saying. That motherfucker's in space. You definitely go to space if I had a chance. That's an interesting question for the group. If you did have the opportunity to go up, would you? I don't think Dragster would, funnily enough. I don't think he'd be terribly keen on doing it. My speed's going up, 3.77. The one thing which has always sort of enamoured space to me, and I love it when NASA is streaming on Twitch and they're like, you know, broadcasting their spacewalks. It's just amazing. But you've got, just because of that view, and for like, it kind of just, what's that? You'd rather go to the bottom? No, I have thalassophobia. Oh, no, nope, and fucking definitely not. Never, ever gonna go anywhere. Nope, just absolute big fat fucking nope. No. I struggle with swimming in the sea on fucking PUBG. Okay? I struggle with that. That is one genuine fear that I really have, is thalassophobia. Cannot. The fear of really deep bodies of water. Oh, no. What? You watch all the NASA space sorts, got apps on your phone to track it in any celestial event that happens. No, I'm not going to do it. That is quite cool, actually. Ocean is crazy. This right here. Hang on, have we maxed out? It stopped counting. But we're still going up. It's not... Wait. What's going on here? Like, we've maxed it. But I'm sure we can go higher. It still looks like we're climbing. Oh, don't tell me they've put in like a ceiling or something. Hanson, can you Google that? Can you Google like the sort of, say, height limit? To be fair, Hanson, I'm sure that's not the first time you've had to go onto Google and Google the height limit of certain things. You know, getting on certain rides at Thorpe Park, see whether you'd actually be able to get on. Sorry. So that was, do you know what? That was so unnecessary as well, wasn't it? That was so unnecessary. This is goodness me. Right. So we're at 275,000 feet, but I'm more than certain we are still climbing. Now, I have seen footage of this thing literally glowing. Oh my god, what's going on? Oh my god, what was that? Whoa. I think we are, like, literally hitting the limits of the game now. I really don't think we can go. Now, I don't know. What if we try and level off a little bit? Can we do that? Oh my Jesus Christ. So let's go level. Now we're going to do this from the cockpit camera here. So we're going to try and maintain some level flight. I just want to see what it does to our speed. Oh, we're actually losing altitude now. Okay. Yeah, like, so this Microsoft Flight Sim can only be played on the latest generation of consoles. Right, we're going to see how fast we can get this thing going. So we're going to start our descent now. Let's just see how fast we can go. So keep an eye on the speed at the top. We're going to maintain about 10 degrees. I want to see if this does anything dramatic with our speed or not. It looks almost like we're level flight. Right, we're going to go a bit more aggressive with it. 275,000 is the console limit. Okay. Right, we're going to get aggressive now. In terms of going down. And we're just going to keep an eye on the speed. Be really, really cool if we can push like Mach 4. I don't know if it is. I don't know. Got to jump. Oh god. That video of what's his name? Felix Baumgartner jumping scared the living shit out of me. That is mental. Anyone played Man Have Made That? Is that a game that you tried to get me playing, Hanson? Is that like some horror game that you wanted me to play? You do this jump, fucking. What's the speed? 3.91. See, look, as we start getting into a bit more atmosphere, that speed is coming up. We are hauling right now. We are hauling some serious speed. We're gonna have to start leveling out at some point here, because we're gonna have to start pulling back now. Oh my god! You can hear the rush of air now. Can you hear that? As we start getting actually into thicker atmosphere. God, what speed are we at right now? Oh, come down to 3.64. Wow. Yeah, that was cool. Where are we in the world right now? Well, let me just hang on. Let me just pull up to level flight before we slam into the bloody ocean. So, if it's not the weather, it is the VFR map. So at 200 miles is the maximum. So currently I've got absolutely no idea where on the planet we are. All I know is that we are now hitting like dangerous overspeed territory. This is one hell of a machine. What's that, terrain? Yeah, no, of course. Oh, no, hang on. I need to... Hang on a second. I should be able to... Hang on. I need to log into it. 2 seconds. To allow me to do it. I want to log in. Stupid thing. I've got to log into the chat just via Streamlabs, basically. Okay, yeah, enter the code. Come on then, send me the code. Mark that as red. Connect to chat. So now, let's just test. Yes, so we should be able to raid. Well, ladies, do a flip. This isn't really it's not the most maneuverable plane of all time. I don't even think it can. I don't think it can do like a full sort of flip like that, but there we go. Let's turn the engines right down. Speed coming down. Beautiful. What a game. What a game. Oh, my goodness me. Right, we're going to leave it on that. What is he expressed what's that? He expressed the stress with your fear because wouldn't be perfect in there. Of course, exactly. What's the username? Type it in chat for me, Hanson, so I can do a little copy paste. Right, so we are going to go over and give Hanson's brother a cheeky little raid. So at the moment, I'm not sure how many we have here, maybe 5 or 6, but look, hang around, give him a follow. Let's make someone's night, shall we? Jimmy Boom. Well, look, chat, tomorrow we are going to be I'll get that ready. Look, tomorrow, Jeddah Grand Prix DSL Racing League, make sure you are there for that. And then Thursday open lobbies, Saturday Battlefield sesh. That was really, really good fun tonight. Nice to do something different. It's all about keeping it fresh and interesting. Make sure you say hi to Jimmy. Much love. I will catch you all tomorrow, hopefully. Raid has been created. Beautiful. Right, get ready. We've got 5 seconds, I think, to get ready. Beautiful. We've got 7 of us going over. Right, we're going to start the raid. Much love, Foxes. Take it steady. Bye for now.